Hi everyone, and welcome to another video from Class 47 Peter. And in today's video I'm going to do a video on my locomotive collection. I did do a video on the fleet last year, as you all know, and so I've decided to do another one this year. And since last year this fleet has grown, other new models have arrived in the fleet and some have even left the fleet as well. And I'll also throw in a few little updates that I've done lately on the layout as a bonus. So first of all, I'm going to start off with the 009 fleet. So first of all we have Tally Clean, which I've done a 3-part tutorial on how I did this from start to finish. But of course, it is made from a Bachmann Scarloey from the Thomas & Friends range, and I'm very happy with how this model has turned out. Then we have my two Baldwins. We have Peggy in the Ashover Crimson livery. Very nice model indeed. And we have number 778. All these models are made by Bachmann. Then on the workbench here we have the Stephenson's Rocket, made by Triang Railways. Now this is the only Triang model I have in my entire fleet, and this model stays in its box on my workbench. And it doesn't get used all that often, it only gets run every now and then on special occasions, especially because it is an old model. And quite a rare one as well. Now we move on to the first cupboard, where I keep my models. So on the top shelf we have the Bachmann GWR Hall there, Connigan Hall. Then we have the Hornby Dean Single, the Hornby Class 31 in Civil Engineers livery, a Bachmann Class 42 Warship in the BR Blue livery, and this one has these small yellow warning panels, as you can see. Then we have one of my Class 47s. This one is in the Virgin Trains livery. Then we have the Metropolitan Vickers Kobo, which is a halogen model, and that one's a model of the preserved one, number D5705. Then we have the halogen Class 58, and next to it we have the halogen Hymec. Then we have the Maunsell N Class, a Bachmann model that is. Next to that we have the Bachmann Ivert 2MT in BR Green, lovely livery that is, really does suit the loco well. Then we have my Black 5 in LMS Black livery, that's a Hornby model. Then we have the Bachmann Fairburn tank in LMS Black. And next to that we have the GWR Duke Dog, another Bachmann model. Then we have my Hornby Q1 in the Southern Wartime Black, stunning model that is. Then we also have another Southern Wartime Black loco, this is the Hornby Drummond 700. Then we have the Bachmann BR Standard 5MT. Then we have the Bachmann Stania Mogul 42968, which is the one that's preserved on the Severn Valley Railway. Then we have the Bachmann D11, this one's called the Lady of the Lake, in the BR Line Black livery. And then we have the Bachmann BR Standard 4MT tank. Moving on to the next shelf in this cupboard, we have the Hornby Schools class. Next to that we have the rebuilt Merchant Navy that I have. Then next to that we have one of my air smoothed Bully Pacifics, or unrebuilt, however you choose to call them. And this one is 34090, so Eustace Missenden. Then we have two more Bully Pacifics. We have the rebuilt West Country class, Yes Tour, a Hornby model, and the rebuilt Battle of Britain 608 Squadron, again Hornby model. Then we have the LNER B1 in the LNER Black, this one's called Roe Deer, and again a Hornby model. Then we have the LNER 04, which is an 8F, in the LNER Wartime Black, again a Hornby model. Then we have the Bachmann 9F, numbered 92116, in the BR Black, which has the early emblem. Then we have the Q6, a Hornby model. Then we have the Bachmann WD280 in the Desert Sand livery, and this one has to be one of my most treasured models, and it's in a very, very unique livery as well, this one. And this one is something I don't see around very often either, this particular one, so I'm very happy with this one. Then we have the Hornby N15, which has the Drummond style tender. Then we have one of my Class 56s, this one is 56128 West Burton Power Station. Then we have the HST power cars, one of course is being the one that has the motor and the other one is the dummy. Then we have the Thompson 01 and the Robinson 04. The Robinson is a Bachmann model and the Thompson is a Hornby model. Both are in the LNER black. Then we have Great Northern in the LNER green, a Hornby model. And next to that we have the Hornby Super Detail Castle class. This one is 5071 Spitfire. It was originally Penrhys Castle, if I remember rightly, and this was one I renumbered and renamed myself. Then we move down to the next shelf. In this cupboard we have the Bachmann GWR Mogul in the ROD khaki livery, which is a model I repainted myself into this livery. Then we have the Hornby Morntal S15, beautiful model that, and it's never given me any trouble. Then we have the Hornby Class 09 in the mainline livery, which this one was a Model Zone exclusive originally. Then we have the Hornby Huntlet Austerity. This one is called Peter, and I have done some detail works to myself on this, such as fitting a vacuum pipe and a brake pipe on this, painting the wheel rims, etc. Then we have the Hornby Pug, which is a very nice little model. Then we have the Helgen Class 33 next to it. Then we have my Hornby Sentinel 4WDM, which is a nice model. And then we have the only kit built model I have in my entire collection, and this is the GWR Taffrail, which is in GWR lime green livery. Then we have another of my 47s. This is a Bachmann one, produced exclusively for Kernow, and this one is called Mammoth in the BR2 tone green livery. Then we have the Hornby Unrebuilt / Air Smoothed West Country class. This is number 34006 and it's called Bude. Next to that we have the Helgen GWR 1366 pannier tank. Then we have the LNER J50, which is a Hornby model. Then we have one of my 7Fs. This one is number 53809, one of the preserved ones, of course. Next to that we have the Bachmann USA Dock Tank. This one is called Mornsel in the Malachite green livery, produced exclusively for model rail. Then we have the Hornby Adams Radial Tank. This is a model of the preserved example, 488. Next to that we have the Bachmann LMS Black livery G2A Super D, stunning model. Then we have the Hornby LNER B12, this of course being the retooled one that was released recently. Then we have the Hornby Peckett, and next to that we have the DJ Models GWR 1361 saddle tank 060. Another stunning model. Then on the last shelf in this cupboard we have my two Bachmann Class 20s. We have the Hornby D16 there, and the Hornby Princess. This particular one is the 50th anniversary, Princess Elizabeth, in the black livery. Next to that we have the Hornby Drummond M7 tank, and the Hornby SECRH class. Then we have another of my 47s, this is number 47829, in the police livery, which is a Kernow exclusive. Next to that we have the Helgen Metropolitan Bobo Electric, stunning model, one of Helgen's best models. Then we have my three Hattons Andrew Barclays, number 3 in the Phenoline Blue livery. Then there's Little Barford. And then we have Katie in the light maroon livery. Then we have one of my A4s, this one being Silverlink. Lovely livery that is, I really love that livery. Then we have the Dapple B4, this one is called Khan in the Southampton Docks Brown. Next to that we have the Hornby Special Edition Duke of Gloucester. We have the Hornby Class 60, my other Hornby Class 56, this one is 5601091, Castle Donington Power Station. And then we have the Batman Class 57, which is a Batman Collectors Club exclusive, or it was, and this is in the Porterbrook livery. Moving on to the next cupboard, and I've got this piece of wood in front of it because the door broke off of this one quite some time ago. So in the first shelf we have another Class 47. This one is a Halogen model, and this one is 47593 Galloway Princess. Then we have the Bachmann LNER V3 tank in the LNER apple green. Next to that we have the Hornby GNR N2 tank in the GNR livery. Next to that we have the Bachmann GT, and in front of that we've got the Halogen Class 14 Teddy Bear. Then we have the Hornby T9 and the Halogen Class 17 Clayton. Next to that we have the Bachmann K3 in the LNER apple green, as you can see. Then we have the Bachmann BR Standard 3MT tank. Then we have a Class 37, a Bachmann model. This one is in the coal sector livery, and I do need to get the Bachmann Class 37 with the split headco boxes in the coal sector livery to go with this one, so I haven't got around to buying that one yet. Then next to that we have the Bachmann Evening Star, my other 9F. Then on the last shelf in this cupboard we have D1733, this is a Halogen Class 47, and this was produced exclusively some years ago for Rail Express magazine. This is in the BR Experimental Rail Blue livery, and this one is named Rail Express, as you can see by the nameplates on the side there. Then we have the Bachmann E4 in the LBSC Umber livery. Next to that we have the Colonel exclusive BTL tank made by DJ Models. Then we have my other Batman Collector Club exclusive model, 41241 in the KWVR red livery, which I have seen the real locomotive this year at the Keith Linworth Valley during their 50th anniversary gala, which it's currently running at the moment, at the time this video goes out, in that livery, in this very livery this model is in. So this one is quite special. Then we have the Hornby 4P tank next to that. Then we have the Batman Crab and my Batman 4F. This is one of the preserved examples, 43924, preserved at the Keith Linworth Valley. Next to that we have the Bachmann GNR C1 Atlantic. This particular one was made exclusively for Locomotion models. And then we have the Bachmann H2 Atlantic 2421 South Foreland in the Mont Olive Green livery. Excuse my stuttering there. Then we move on to this drawer, and inside here, apart from my teak coaches, I have my Bachmann 3-car Class 108 DMU. We now move on to the next cupboard, and do excuse me using the torch here, but it's not particularly bright in here, so I'm using the torch so you can see the models better. So on the first shelf we have the Bachmann GWR Colic Goods. Next to that we have the Hornby GWR 4200 and the Hornby 7200, both being heavy freight tanks of course. Then we have the Bachmann 5700 pannier tank. This one is in the NCB green livery, which I've repainted myself, as you will have seen in the pannier project video. Next to that we have the Bachmann LMS black coal web tank. Then we have the Bachmann 5700 pannier tank from the Railway Children train pack. A lovely model and a lovely livery. Then we have the Bachmann GWR 5600 taffy tank. Then the Bachmann GWR 4500 small prairie. We have the Bachmann Ivet Class 4, nicknamed the Flying Pig. This one is in the LMS black. Next to that we have the Hornby J94. I have done some detail work on this as well, just like with the Hunslet Austerity, including fitting bright pipes, painting the window trims on the cab there, etc. Then this is my Halogen Class 26, two of my Hatton's P classes, this one being Bluebell, and next to that 754 in the World War I grey livery. Then we have the DJ Models GWR 5800, next to that the DJ Models 1400. Then we have my other Bachmann 7F, this one being 53808, another of the two preserved examples. Then we have another Class 47, which is a halogen model in two-tone green. Then we have the Hornby 8F, and next to the 8F we have three pannier tanks, all of which are Bachmann. We have a 5700, this one being number 7739, one of my stalwarts of the layout fleet. Then we have the Bachmann GWR 8750, which is a subclass of the 5700, that one being in the lime black livery. And then next to that we have the GWR 6400. Then we move on to the last shelf in this cupboard, and I don't need the torch for this because you can see the models much more clearly. So first of all we have the Hornby P2 Cock of the North, the main range version. Then we have the Bachmann A1 North British, the Hornby A3 Sandwich, one of my other A4s, this one being Commonwealth of Australia, Hornby model. Next to that we have Clan Buchanan, Hornby model. Then we have my two Hornby Duchesses, Sir William A. Stanier and Duchess of Atholl. Then we have the Hornby Air Smoothed Merchant Navy Royal Mail. We have the Bachmann Class 40, a Hornby rebuilt Royal Scot, the Rifle Brigade, this one's called. Next to that we have a Bachmann Jubilee, this one called Nelson. Then we have my other A4, this one's called Golden Eagle, again is a Hornby model. Next to that I have the Dapple GWR Streamline rail car. Next to the rail car we have City of Truro, a Bachmann model and was produced exclusively for the National Railway Museum. Next to that we have the Hornby King. We have one of my Class 50s, this one is Ajax, Hornby model. Then we have my last 47 I have, for now, because I do want to get more when I can. This is a halogen model, and this is in the Rail Freight Distribution livery. Then we have my other Hornby Class 50, this one is Agincourt. Then we have two Peaks, this one being a Class 44 and the other one being a Class 45, and both are Bachmann models. Now we're coming to some models that live on the layout. Here is the halogen Class 07 in the sidings here, and this is normally allocated to the sidings to shunt wagons around, though sometimes it does also act as a station pilot as well. Then on shed we have my Dapple Western, which you can see there in the shed. Also on shed we have the Dapple Class 22 Baby Warship. Then we have the Bachmann Class 85 AL5 electric loco. Next to that we have the Hornby Class 87. Then we have the DJ models Class 71, which this model I've yet to put on into a cupboard, but I shall do that soon. Then we also have the DJ models Adams O2 tank, which again I've yet to put into a cupboard, so it's currently on shed at the moment with the two LSWR gate set push pull coaches. And then we have the latest member to join the fleet, the Hornby J36. This one is called Haig in the BR black livery with the early emblem, and since you've seen it I've added some of the details to it, including fitting the snowplough, as you can see. I've also got Maud coming soon as well, so she'll have a sister loco to join her, and so I'll be looking forward to that one. Then we have the halogen Class 128 DPU in the Royal Mail livery. And last but not least we have the Dapple Class 121 in the Rail Track Maroon livery. Superb model. Okay, so that's the locomotive fleet looked at. Now we're going to look at a few updates that have been done on the layout recently. And there is a few that has been done. First of all, the baseboards at the back have been painted a light blue colour, which you've seen in the last several model railway videos. And that just makes it look nicer, and it's meant to look like the sky, of course. Because before they were unpainted and it didn't look as nice. So I've painted them a light blue colour and it looks a lot better. I will need to do a few touch-ups in a few areas, particularly over there, and also over there, as you can see there, but that'll be done after. But that does a lot better now than when it was unpainted, in my opinion. Something else I've also done, and it's taken me a long time to do this, but I've added some road markings on the roads, as you can see there. And I've put them on all the roads on the layout, and they've been done using a Posca paint pen. I hadn't done it before, but I've finally got around to doing it, and it really certainly has made the roads look a lot better, I think. I've also added these sort of road markings here, which are the road markings for giveaway in a few areas on the layout, as you can see. The car park is one of the areas that I'm most happy with, especially in a few areas where I've added some disabled parking spots, as you can see. I had particularly great fun drawing the disabled logos there on the parking signs there. And also got this car park here. So I'm very happy with how these have turned out. I've also added some walls around this area, as you can see, which you've also may have noticed in some of the latest model railway videos. I've left them unpainted because, you know, you can have white walls and they do stand out quite a bit, so that's why I chose to left them white. And they've just been made from bits of card, folded over and then glued together and then simply glued into place. Now the idea for this area is, it was an idea my dad gave me. These traction engines here I have, I'm going to put them in a few areas along around here so it looks like it's one of those steam rally things going on. I haven't put them down yet because I haven't chosen exactly where I'm going to have them, but that's something I shall be doing for that area. It's taken me a long time to think of something to do for this area because I was stuck for ideas before, but now I've thankfully got some ideas for now, which is of course the steam rally. That's something I shall be doing. And that's pretty much it, to be honest. Nothing else to talk about, and I can see my camera battery is starting to go flat, so I'm going to have to charge it now. So that brings an end to this video. Thanks for watching, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon for the next video. But until then, subscribe to the channel, check out my other videos, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.